Okay, we're getting ready to go through the process of writing 3-column notes with first grade students. This is the second semester of doing notes for them, so we've already pretty much been able to do 2-column notes with success, but we're actually transitioning and moving towards 3-column notes and having them work on being able to add to and adjust their notes and give their own understanding of notes, such as reflection, connections, things like that. So the first thing to start off is you want to make sure that you are labeled on your paper with your date and your subject. My binders are divided into tabs. You need to have a topic, which our topic is going to be story elements. You need to have an essential question. As you can see, my essential question is, how can story elements help me be stronger in comprehension? And you're going to actually physically see that my kids are writing this information on their paper. I typically at this point in the year will tell them that they have about a minute or 2 minutes to get that point done, and I actually lead the lesson by showing what I'm doing. We have binders that we use. We put page numbers on our binders. Remember, this will go in section 2 of your binders, guys. Section 2 of your binders, that's our ELA section. Each child is given a 3-ring binder, and it is tabbed and it has information. So my binder matches their binder. Ours are tabbed by numbers, and in my binder you'll be able to see that I have the same binder they have, and I'll show you at the end of the video their binder. But these are notes that we've taken so far. So in section 2, this is going to be page 13. We finished off on page 11 and 12, I'm sorry, working on our graphic organizer. So this is going to be page 13, okay? So at the bottom of your paper, make sure that you write page 13. Remember, we are doing 3-column notes this time, with that 3rd column being information that you're going to add to your connection. So your first column is your main idea. And I always model the notes for my kids. Your second column is going to be your notes. I'm going to give you the notes, okay? And I will ask for you to help me to fill in our notes. In your 3rd column, if you notice, I'm going to leave a little bit big because I want you to actually return to the story. And you're going to copy those sentences, okay, to fill in the connection part. So you're going to read to find those, okay? You can differentiate your connection part by having children do cut and paste. Also draw pictures. I am not a big cut and paste person, so it is difficult for me to do that, but I have seen some of my colleagues that are great with cut and paste. So can you tell me some of the story elements that we've talked before, Khalees? The characters. So in your main idea, you're going to write character. And we'll start just at the character. And as you lead them through this particular point, you want to make sure that you're bringing them back to what they want. Can anybody tell me what a character is? Samantha?
It's a person.
Is it always a person?
No.
It's not always a person.
Animal, place, or thing.
It can be people, it can be animals, it can be fairies, it can be creatures. It can be many different things, but the character, right, is going to play a role, okay? So a character will be a person, an animal. It could be a real person, a real animal, or it can be, you know, a fake person or a fake animal, okay? So by character, you're going to write the notes. And we can go ahead and refer back to our story, right? Who would be our characters?
Frog.
Keep going.
God.
Keep going.
And the King
King Logs and King Crane. So we have characters, and characters, it may be A person.
Place.
Not really a place. A thing.
A noun.
It is like a noun, a person, place, or a thing. Can be fiction
Or
or non-fiction. And when you go to your connection part, when you go back and I give you your time, that's where you're going to want to go back into your story and find the characters, right? And so as I lead them through this lesson, I am going to go ahead and put character, and we're going to put setting, and we're going to put events or major events. We try and use the same terminology as they see on their assessments. So our assessment asks for a major event, so I would put a major event. Remember, your notes need to be what? Neat. So that's all on the lesson on how to take them through 3-column notes. I hope this helps. But the main thing is to make sure that you're leading the model for the kids. Normally give them time to move around and to walk. I'll show you a difference in where my kids are now. So this is how my notes look. And then I'm going to show you where their notes are. And you're going to get different levels of notes as kids transition to them. Again, this is the second semester for my kids. They are first graders. So some of them move at different paces. But for the most part, we get the components of having the main idea, the notes, and the connection, an essential question, a topic, their first and last name, the date, and the subject. And our writing has actually improved since the beginning of the year as we're moving through. Keep going. Stay motivated. And then I'll show you what the binders actually look like. So these are some of the binders we have. Their binders consist of paper in the front so they can easily get through it. They have a pencil pouch. This is a dry erase board if they need to work. Has an Avid cover. Number 1 will list their data, where they are in data. If they've passed these 4 things they do on a program called Extra Math, just how many points they've gotten through reading for AR, which needs to be updated. This is section 2, or ELA section. You'll see a page number. You have first and last name. You have dates, subject, topics, main idea, and questions. Hope that helped.